Oh, look at this weather. Feels like spring and summer are on the way. Today I've got to walk around a little place called Edgerton, which is very close to Pluckley. But for now, I'm going to be making the very first Wednesday Walkers video, which I've decided to change the name and call it Worldwide Walkers, because it would seem that I'm not very good at sticking to a deadline, and having the word Wednesday in the title just puts too much pressure on me. I can't make a video and specifically upload it on a certain day. So it's going to be called Worldwide Walkers, and today I'm launching it. It is very exciting. I've heard from a few people around the world that have been interested in letting us know what they're doing with their walking, where they're going with their walking, should I say, and yeah, giving us a little insight into where they go walking and some little stories that they can tell from the footpaths. Today we're going across the Atlantic Ocean to the Appalachian Trail, to a man called Steve, who is known across his social media networks and channels as ATsnapshot, and he sent me a lovely email with some answers to some questions and some photos. So here we go, Worldwide Walkers, let's get on with it. So first of all, where is the Appalachian Trail? Well, in America it stretches from all the way from Georgia to Maine. It's 2,200 miles long. It is the longest hiking only footpath in the world, which is quite incredible really. And the elevation gained and lost over the whole course of the Appalachian Trail is the equivalent of hiking Mount Everest 16 times. So you definitely need some strong legs to hike the Appalachian Trail. As I mentioned, Steve is known as ATsnapshot. What does that mean? He's basically got a trail name, and it is custom or tradition along long footpaths, especially in the States or North America, to have a name, a trail name. So his is ATsnapshot because he loves to take photos. I'll put all his links in the description below. He's on YouTube and Instagram, and he does take some beautiful photos, and his videos are really interesting as well. They give you a real insight into what the Appalachian Trail is like. He actually nicknamed me Maps because I love maps. So he said, you know what, Hannah, you need to have a trail name. And I was like, what is this trail name business all about? He explained it to me and he nicknamed me Maps. So I quite like that. I might go by that in the future. Nice to meet you, my name's Maps. But yeah, he's a great guy, so check out his social media. But here he's going to answer some questions about the Appalachian Trail. Steve, aka Snapshot, is based in Hot Springs in Georgia, and he has hiked day hikes of the Appalachian Trail up to 273 miles. So he would basically get in his car, drive to the Appalachian Trail and walk a section of it and somehow get back to his car. And he got all the way like 273 miles away from his home when he decided that actually that was probably about as far as he could go in a day. And so he decided about 4 years ago to do like multi-day hikes, or like get some good quality backpacking gear, nice tent and backpack, and go for a good stint, like a good couple of days, so that he could chip away at the Appalachian Trail. And in 2016 he reached the quarter-mile point, 550 miles along the Appalachian Trail, which is a fantastic achievement for him to have walked that far and to have seen that much of this beautiful long distance footpath. Steve sent me through some photos of the Appalachian Trail, so if you're wondering what it looks like and trying to picture it, here are some photos of the Appalachian Trail. So the first photo is from Fern Garden, and that's near Max Patch Bald. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and that's in North Carolina. So doesn't that look really pretty walking through that woodland area there? The next photo you can see there is the view from the top of Max Patch Bald, and here we can see a mailbox, and that's at the Standing Bear Farm and Hostel. I love these mailboxes. And this is a photo of Steve's camp at Trimpey Shelter, Virginia. Hope again I'm pronouncing that right. And this is exactly what I think of when I think of wild camping. You're right in your own little area of woodland, and yeah, that looks so picturesque. The next photo that Steve sent in is from Grayson Highlands, which is in Virginia. It's a beautiful view, and once again, lovely weather that you're having over there. Here we can see Osborne Farm in Tennessee, and the post on the right hand side there marks the Appalachian Trail with the white paint, the line on it. So that is a marker on the Appalachian Trail. This is a view from the Over Mountain Shelter. And lastly, this is a view from Preaching Rock, Tennessee. I just don't think you get bad weather over there, do you? It looks so sunny, no rain at all. So I asked Steve if he has a favourite section of the Appalachian Trail, and he said that it is very difficult to choose because it is so amazing and spectacular along the section that he's walked. But if he had to choose, it would be the section from Rowan Mountain in North Carolina to Pond Mountain in Tennessee. These names, they just sound so beautiful, don't they? And he said that when he got to Tennessee, he was really surprised by how friendly the people were there. So anyone watching from Tennessee, hello, nice big shout out to you. Well done for being so friendly. Love a bit of friendly footpath love on the Appalachian Trail. Anyone else watching, of course, I'm sure you're friendly too. I certainly would love to hike the Appalachian Trail, but I asked Steve if he has any words of wisdom for people like you that are thinking perhaps of hiking the Appalachian Trail. And he said that there is a lot of romanticism attached to thru-hiking, and basically what thru-hiking means is that you walk the entire 2,200 miles all in one go. So all in one chunk, you don't split it up like Steve's done, you just get your backpack on and your intention is to walk the whole footpath. It can take 100, 200 days, even longer, I imagine. But there's a lot of romanticism that people have to do it all in one go. This is particularly felt by college students who feel like it's something to tick off their list before they settle down or get a career or, you know, involved in a relationship, that sort of thing. And basically a lot of them end up failing because of this, and they're not prepared. So obviously he says, you know, that might not apply to you, but to be super prepared is really important. About 25% of thru-hikers don't get past the first 100 miles. I think Neil Gap, Steve said, was where a lot of them drop out because it's a place where they can just, you know, call it a day. So that is unfortunate, but he says a lot of this, ironically, comes from YouTube. So people vlogging their thru hike and making it seem really, you know, romantic. Not romantic like that, you know, but they cut out the really difficult parts because they're trying to make themselves look good. So college students will watch that and think, oh, I could do that, that looks great, that looks like an adventure. And it's really tough. Like, the Appalachian Trail is really tough. Remember what I said about Everest? Steve's other little piece of advice is to seek guidance and help from experienced hikers. So when you arrive into the campsites or just generally online, reach out to more experienced hikers and they can really help you out. They can teach you the basics of how to pack a backpack. I've had a look at a few of the videos, they're really helpful. And also they've got some great stories which will help you along the way. And they love to help newbies out, Steve said. So definitely get in touch with some experienced travelers if you're thinking about hiking the Appalachian Trail. When I traveled to Canada, I actually made a vlog style epic sort of adventure video of my entire travels through Canada. I've still got it, so I might edit it together. It's quite hilarious really, but one of my main concerns when I reached the Rockies was bears. Coming from London, we don't have many bears in the countryside, and it's definitely something that I got told along the way. Be careful of the bears, make sure you've got bear spray, make sure you've got your bear bells, make sure you do this with bears or don't do this with that bear. You can climb trees with this type of bear, but you can't with that, and it all just became so confusing that when I arrived in the Rockies, I went to the information centre and just said, look, is it all right, can I go walking? I want to go, you know, hiking in the Rockies. It's such an amazing place to be. And they said, yeah, no, you need all of that. So I actually did what Steve is recommending to you. I met a very experienced hiker in the youth hostel and I said, look, what are you doing tomorrow? Do you fancy going for a walk? And he said, yeah, it's fine, let's go for a walk. And he was really experienced, and he said you don't need to worry too much about bears. Obviously when you do encounter them, you need to know what to do, and that is exactly what Steve has said as well, that it's all about knowledge and being calm and being patient. If a bear is blocking your path, not to rush the situation, you have to back off and just remain calm really. I asked Steve about any future travel plans along the Appalachian Trail, and he said that next month he's going to be doing a lot of walking through the Great Smoky Mountains. This is what I mean, they've got such amazing names, haven't they, over there? which is a section on along the Appalachian Trail. He said that for the first time he's actually going to document it on his YouTube channel. So this sounds really interesting and fascinating, and I can't wait to see what that section is like. If you'd like to find out a little bit more about the Appalachian Trail, if you'd like to watch those videos that he's going to document next month, I put a link to his YouTube video and, like I said, his Instagram in the description below. Go over to his channel, show him some support, and yeah, tell them the Wild Native says hello, and to keep doing what he does, because it's great stuff. Thank you very much, Steve, or should I say ATsnapshot, for sending in all those lovely answers to those questions, and the photos as well. It looks like an incredible experience to walk the Appalachian Trail, and I hope one day I can make it over there to walk, certainly some of it, half of it maybe, who knows what happens. If you'd like to get involved with this project, it is called Worldwide Walkers now, that is the name that we're sticking with anyway. Then all of the information is in the description below. You need to send an email of some photos, a bit of information about where you walk, or you can send some videos as well. You can even vlog a little section of you walking wherever you're walking. I put some example questions in the description below, so you can go and check those out if you're a bit stuck for what you can talk about. But it would be really interesting to find out what the footpaths are like, if there's a long distance trail, if you enjoy certain activities along the way like photography or wild camping, what sort of nature or animals you can see along the way, whether you walk in a group or on your own or with your family. It would seem that my memory card just got full up of me talking away about the Appalachian Trail. So as I was saying, yeah, if you enjoy walking in a group, or you do maybe volunteering along a footpath, conservation, just get in touch, let us know what you're doing out there, and it'll be interesting to find out what the lovely walkers of the world are getting up to. So thanks again for joining today, joining Steve and myself at ATsnapshot, should I say. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and also comment down below, let us know what you thought if you've walked the Appalachian Trail. And of course, subscribe to this channel as well for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon.